As I've gotten into collecting ancient coinage in the past year, I've been curious to look into data regarding valuations of different coins. First on my list was to look at a top 10 highest valued coins sold at auction in 2023. For starters, I began with Roman Imperial coinage as I'm most familiar with it, and it's an easy way to break coins up by that period. Bear in mind, I am no numismatist. That being said, there are absolutely no accurate videos out there. There's one out there about someone having price from V coins, none actually on auctions, so not accurate at all. And besides classical numismatic or told in stone going over record breaking sales, there isn't really anything out there. So jumping into it, there are two coins tied at number 10 for $186,000. Keep in mind, everything is going to be priced in US dollars, as that is the global exchange. One of the coins at number 10 is Floranus, who reigned from July 276 to September 276. This is a heavy aureus Roman Imperial coinage, 18 or 115, depending upon where it was minted. As you'll see with most of the coins on this list, it's sold. It was auctioned off by Numismatic Ars Classica auction 141. One thing I tried to do here was to show relative to the price of gold. Obviously, there's a sale price, and you could look at past data and compare it to what the inflated dollar is worth now. I decided to do it by the market price of gold and what it did over time. So this coin sold for 378 times its market gold price. Haven't had any at auction do anything like that since 2018, which is 746. But even further way back in 1998, there was one that sold for 1,400 times. The other number 10 was Constantine the First, or Constantine the Great, depending upon how you want to call him. He reigned from 306 to 337. This specific coin was minted in 317. It's a medallion, which is equivalent to 2 solidi. It has no Roman Imperial coinage number. It's one of one, completely unique. Also sold for $186,000. Also by the same auctioneer, Numismatic Ars Classica, auction 138. Only sold for 271 times its market gold price. Down there in the bottom left, we have other similar solidi medallions sold. This one obviously a little bit undervalued compared to those other ones that have sold. But once again, they aren't matching. This is a one of one. Next up, there are two more tied at number 9. So we have 2 tied at 9. This one was a Vespasian aureus. Vespasian reigned from 69 AD to 79 AD. Roman Imperial coinage 301 or 1179, depending upon when it was minted. This one, once again, Numismatic Ars Classica. They're pretty much going to be the one that auctions off anything that's Roman Imperial. 356 times the market gold price. There actually have been others of this one sold, including the exact same coin sold in 2021 for actually more money. So it sold for a solid $38,000 more 2 years prior to this. The other one tied for 9th was Soloninus, minted 258 to 259. This was while he was Caesar, not Emperor. Emperor he became in 260. This is an aureus, RIC, Roman Imperial coinage unknown. So we don't exactly know quite which one this one is. $198,000, another numismatic Ars Classica auction. This one was 635 times market gold price. Next up on the list is number 8, Quintilis, reigned in 270 for a span of either 17 to 77 days, depending upon where you look. This is an aureus, RIC1, Roman Imperial coinage number 1, sold for about $231,000. Once again, numismatic Ars Classica, 568 times the market gold price. And we have had others sold in 2022, 21, 06, 05. At number 7 is a medallion by Constantius II. He reigned from 337 to 361. This medallion is for Argenti, which is a silver coin during the late Roman period. So it's 13.34 grams of good silver quality, sold at $308,000. Once again, numismatic Ars Classica. This one I tried to price in the market silver price, which was 25,000 times the market silver price. Once again, you could go back and try and value it and how much these Argenti would be worth than, say, a Solidus or an Aureus. I stuck with the market silver prices. That was the easiest way to do it. As you can see, bottom left, this is sold for significant amount more its market silver price than other coins just like it. So definitely groundbreaking there. At 6 is an Aureus by Didius Julianus. He reigned in 193 for a very short time. He famously bought the throne. Not a great idea. Roman Imperial Coinage 3. It sold for $351,000. Once again, numismatic Ars Classica. 759 times market gold price at the time. Highest I can see of any RIC3s by Didius Julianus. At 5 is an Aureus by Geta. Geta was emperor from 209 to 211. This was minted in 207. This coin was sold for $356,000. Numismatic Ars Classica. It was 707 times market gold price. I've only seen one of these sold prior. This is kind of where we're getting into where things are either one of ones or incredibly rare, to the point where you almost never see any sold before, so we have really nothing to compare it against. That being said, I did find one sold in 2006 by Classical Numismatic Group. It was definitely undervalued compared to this one. At number 4 is a Tremesis by Olybrius. Olybrius is kind of one of the emperors that is quoted as, having the most valuable coin. Obviously, it's going to be high on this list if it was sold in this year. He reigned in 472, one of the last Roman emperors. Roman Imperial Coinage 3004, very light coin, just over a gram. Sold for $394,000. Numismatic Ars Classica. This one way above market gold price, 4,214 times above market gold price. Not shockingly, if you were to weight everything as far as price per gram, this is the new number 1 on the list. But the way I'm pricing it right now, it's number 4. Not even the highest Olybrius one sold. At number 3 is an Aureus by Maxentius. Maxentius ruled from 306 to 312. Obviously, heavily contested, considered someone that didn't rightfully rule. So he's usually not counted on the list of emperors. This was a Roman Imperial Coinage 10, sold for $775,000. Once again, numismatic Ars Classica. This was 2,283 times market gold price, and only one other of these have been sold to my knowledge. Very unique. One of the first coins with an emperor facing forward as opposed to the side of the emperor's face. At number 2 is a medallion worth 10 Aureus of Diocletian. Diocletian reigned from 284 to 305. And despite this being a completely unique coin, it does actually have a Roman Imperial Coinage number 1. It was sold for $1.9 million, and this is the only one on this list that isn't numismatic Ars Classica. It's Classical Numismatic Group. It was sold for 535 times market gold price, so that's kind of a bit lower than a lot of the other ones on this list, but it also is way, way heavier, 53 grams. So that brings the price of it up, obviously, pretty substantially. And finally, the number one sold, everyone probably knows what this one is. It's a medallion of Probus. This coin is completely unique. There's no others of it in existence. It is a 26-gram gold medallion that sold for $2.66 million. Numismatic Ars Classica. Even though it weighs so much, 26 grams, which is which is much, much more than most of the ones on this list, it still sold for 1,479 times market gold price at the time.